Good morning, welcome back. This is going to be the daily love reading for Thursday, August 8th. I forget what this tarot deck is called. It's just a very simple deck, but I thought I'd grab this one. What do we have, spirit guides? What do we have in love and romance? My spirit guides. My spirit guides, what do we have in love and romance for Thursday, August 8th? Messages for whoever needs to hear it. What do we have? For Thursday, August 8th, what do we have? We have the Chariot, could be Cancer energy, or just, it's just saying progress. So this is moving forward. It could be travel for some of you. And the Four of Cups is showing a distraction. Distraction because you're thinking about something from the past, or things that in love and romance are not really helping out, okay? Like it could be somebody from your past or people around you that are distracting you. It's a perfect word, distraction. It's a complacent card. It's a lethargic card. It's sitting under the tree and like thinking your day away card. It's a card of boredom, couch potato. Also, you're getting distracted from your progress, distracted from your goals, your cup being full. Maybe there's people around you or a situation that wants you to forget how blessed you are, how lucky you are. The Chariot has rock star energy. It has this energy of being looked up to and admired and well received. So when you have that kind of energy, maybe you have people around you who are a little bit jelly or trying to distract you from your blessings. Okay, let's see. And for others, it could be taking a trip or something, getting away for a distraction, okay, to get your mind off of someone or something. Six of Cups, past. So yeah, it is someone from your past. Two of Swords, crossroads. Meaning you have a choice now to make with somebody from your past. Which direction are you going to go? You might even have two people to choose from. I don't know. Let's see. Six of Cups is also a card for inner child issues, okay? Like it pulls on the heartstrings with the Six of Cups. Two of Swords is a choice. A time when you want to take a break, turn off all the tech, and, be still so you can tune into what you really want to do. Tune into your intuition and make the best decision for you. What do we have? What else? Spirit guides, what else is there? What else is there? Anything else in love and romance? What do we have? I'll clarify with some love cards, as usual, and a crystal card and a spirit card. Spirit guides, what do we have? What else is there? So the Major Arcana card, the Chariot, the first card out, is the strongest, and it's a very virile card. That's a fantastic card to start with. Got this new moon here. We know it's a new moon right now. New beginnings. It's just a lot of thinking about somebody from your past and not knowing what to do about it. What decision to make? Do you try or not try? Do you communicate or not communicate? Anything else? Spirit guides, anything else? Spirit guides, thank you. Got Judgment, taking action. This is the call to make a move, to make a decision. Knight of Swords, yep, taking action. Communication is going to happen. Justice, truth. Oh, I love that they put that. Justice here is a balancing and adjustment. And the truth. Knight of Swords wants to speak their truth, huh? The Wheel of Fortune and Seven of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune, Seven of Wands, and clarifying all of this is the Seven of Swords. So this is where there was deceit. And I feel like this deceit is, this King of Wands is passion, right? The Judgment card is realizing what you want in love and romance. Like it's making your mind up. And the Knight of Swords, it says drama. But the Knight of Swords is somebody who's speaking their truth. They're coming in. If there was somebody who was trying to cause drama or obstacles, or talking smack, or trying to, somehow sabotage a connection, it's saying that that's going to be righted because the truth will come out. Because clarifying all of this was the Deceit card. I feel like somebody was saying something to throw someone off the path, to distract, to throw somebody off of a connection, lying. So the truth comes out, and then you got the Wheel of Fortune. It says karma, because it's not always a benefic card. It's the wheel spins, and it indicates change. And you got the zodiac signs here. It's saying it's your karma, whatever is your destiny, your karma, or your justice. Justice is also another card for karma. It's saying whatever your karmic consequences are, or theirs, it will come out fair, and the truth will prevail for everybody. Seven of Wands is resilience, is overcoming those obstacles. Seven of Swords here, clarifying all of this, was there was deceit. Somebody from your past was undecided because there was some shit talking by somebody else who was trying to cause drama and lie to throw them off. I feel like this is an ex who's trying to throw off somebody else. Page of Cups, loyalty. Lovely. So there's a communication. This is a sincere, heart-centered, endearing message. Like this Page of Cups, what they're offering, this message they're offering here, it says loyalty. Isn't that the best thing you could ask for? Truth and loyalty. I mean, of course, love, but like they're loyal to you. They're showing loyalty. Yep. Three of Cups, celebrations. This is a coming together, dating, having some, drinks, cheersing, enjoying. This is celebratory, like social, happy times. There's loyalty here. The person that you're dealing with, that you are into, didn't fall for it. Did not fall for it. Anything else? King of Wands, passion. Nine of Swords, trauma. Five of Swords, revenge. Did I not say that? I said to you, this is you moving forward, and there is an ex who is talking shit because they wanted to say all kinds of filth and make things up because, okay, I'm going to put it this way. One time there was somebody who was constantly making stuff up about me, right? And I mean ridiculous. Like if I paid for everything, they would say they did, okay? And I don't mean that this is a romantic person. And when I asked them eventually why they, because I always forgive, especially if it's people close to you. And I go, why do you always lie though? Like, why does it have to go to that? And they told me that because I feel like nothing bothers you. So I have to lie because like they said something along the lines like, I feel like nothing hurts you, nothing bothers you. So I have to lie to hurt you. Right? Because it's like a double gaslight, like revenge thing. And it's like I've noticed over time that that person's not the only one. Like there's several times where people have had to resort to making up things, horrible things, to try to hurt me. And that's because when you're somebody who's living right and who's really like very strong, independent, like you meaning, you know, you're not a follower. You don't need to have like you don't need to get along with the chicken heads. If you're that kind of person, if you're somebody who's okay on your own, like I can go out on my own, I can go to eat on my own, I can go to the movies on my own, I can go dancing on my own, whatever. And I can be social as fuck if I want to. But when you're that kind of person who's super independent, there's no way to bother you because they know that like you don't care what people think. So they resort to lying. So that means, good for you. You're somebody who's super strong, super independent, and you think for yourself. Because that's the only time people resort to lying. So you've got somebody who's a king of wands, and it says passion. They could be a fire sign or in that kind of energy. And the reason that there's such a drama bringer is 9 of Swords. It's trauma, right? There's somebody, this is what's in their head and in their heart. Like this is the moon, let's say, represents, look at this huge moon. The moon is in all of them though, for the swords. It's showing the mind, right? And it's full of, okay, the candle's smoking. It's full of toxic energy. Okay, this could be ancestral, like curses and bad vibes and, demonic energies. It could be all kinds of things jumping in. It could be just bad juju energy, whatever. Or it could just be that they have been through so much that everything is twisted in their head. So it's saying here trauma is causing this 5 of Swords. And 5 of Swords, this is the nightmare card and this is the shit talking card, right? And look, underneath that is the Lovers. There is an ex who's still not over you, who's talking so much shit and making up lies with deceit. And that is why there was a pause. That's why there was stagnancy. That's why there was confusion. But the truth came out. Somebody, it's like they know that the other person, there's someone new, and they're super mad and they want to stop it. And so they'll resort to anything and everything. They'll say the filthiest things, and make up rumors and lies so that the other person's not interested. And here's another flip part to that. And so when people listen to rumors, like for me, if I hear a rumor at this point about anybody, I couldn't give a fuck what people say. I judge for myself. I mean, I'll listen if they're forcing, oh my God, they're a serial killer. Okay, I'll take it into account or I'll listen to the facts or whatever. But general hearsay or rumors or gossip or shit talking, I detest it. And if there's somebody who's trying to play this like devil's advocate or, well, I heard this and it's like, go hear it again. Why are you telling me? No, you tell me why you listened, asshole, right? Like, that's how you feel about it. You heard something about me? Oh, good. Then go back and hear it again. You think I give a fuck what you heard? Oh, I hate that. But there's loyalty. Loyalty, but there was confusion. And do you really want to put yourself there? There's the 2 of Swords here, crossroads. Because I feel like this person is so confident with this like chariot energy. They're like, yeah, I understand you got thrown off. I understand that you heard some shit. I understand that, you were loyal later when you found out the truth. What I don't understand is why you listened. What I don't understand is why you didn't tell me, right? What I don't understand is why you had to come to some kind of conclusion later. And there's the crossroads. Because that's not enough for somebody who's in chariot energy. You want that kind of person. Like for women, you want that kind of boyfriend, man, who's like, who can hear anything and they'll have your back. And this card just came out. Immaturity, Knight of Wands. As if that's an excuse. As if that's an excuse. It's saying they're immature. Like, whether this is the new person or they're younger or whatever, who gives a fuck? Ten of Wands burdens. Oh my God, they're saying that this person has a lot of responsibility and stress and they're immature. They're immature or they're not seasoned enough, they're not old enough to have that kind of wisdom. They're like the kind of person who has to look at everything and oh, I hate that energy of people who don't have that wisdom, like just constantly having to check what everybody else is doing to see what they need to do. Anything else? Whether this is the shit talker or the new person. Okay, if it was shit talker, it's going, it was immaturity. Now, it could be somebody else. The new person, it's immaturity, why they did that. Whatever. Anything else? Spirit guides, anything else? I'll do 3 more shuffles and we'll move on to the oracle cards. We'll go 1, 2, thank you. Positivity, the Sun, the Moon, 7 of Cups, the Magician. These are huge energies. 5 of Cups, grief. So the Sun, you see a couple here looking at the Sun. The Sun is positivity. Okay, so we see that with the Sun, it's success, happiness, abundance. It speaks to Leo. It speaks to summertime. It speaks to clarity and everything, the truth. The truth is a big thing with the Sun because it lights up everything that was dark. It will come to light. It's saying that everything that was hidden, like with the Moon, misinterpretations, will be brought to light. Here it shows Pisces, right? So misinterpretation with the Moon, it's saying the Moon is secrets. So whatever secrets are where you got the Sun and the Moon, you've got the subconscious and the conscious. You've got the nighttime and the daytime. You've got their masculine, the feminine. You've got their dreams and their conscious state. It's both here. So in that way, it's saying everything will be set to right. Delusion, 7 of Cups, and the Magician. Somebody, you see how it's both like with the Moon, you've got the misinterpretation, and you've got delusion with the 7 of Cups and the Magician. The 7 of Cups is having options, and it's also thinking things to death and not knowing what you really want, and every cup being full of something. The delusion here, they chose to put delusion, okay? Because 7 of Cups is having options. And sometimes is daydreaming a lot. They call it building castles in the sky. We're going to take this deck as how they want to pick out that aspect of this card. They've picked out the lower aspect of the 7 of Cups, and they put delusion. So we're going to take that. The Magician is showing somebody who can manifest easily. Somebody's manifesting something, trying to manifest something. What they were trying to manifest, I feel like, right, is that they were trying to cause confusion, misinterpretation, delusion. But it was, the first card out was the Sun, positivity. Somebody was trying to use all the tools they have to try to create delusion and hide the truth, but it came out. And the 5 of Cups is grief. Just like we saw why did they do this? Got 5 of Swords was revenge. They wanted revenge because they are in grief. They're even in a union right now. They're not happy. They're still looking at you. See, the Devil, obsession. This is what it is. Okay. How uninteresting. Let's pull a Romance Angels. Oh, we have to learn and move on. Spirit guides, thank you. Children, your love life is being affected by children. I feel like this is something to do with kids, like separation. When they talk about deceit, delusion, revenge, and all that stuff, this is really smoking. I tried to make a new wick. I don't like it. I'm going to put it out. Anyways. Because the wicks I have from Nepal that I bought a whole bunch, they ran out. So now I have to make new ones, but I put the wood stick was too thick. So now it's burning way too strong. Anyways. Children, what I'm getting is when it says your love life is being affected by children, it's saying that it's either somebody wants kids, can't have kids, has kids. Somehow children are in the mix here with the revenge, with the what is it? Misinterpretation, deceit, all of that stuff. It's like I'm making up some kind of lie about like your fertility or whether you can have kids or not or something, and it's a complete like bullshit made up thing. For some of you, it's like somewhere along the line there, this deceit, this revenge, this lie is about something to do with kids. I don't know. Time apart from your partner's on the horizon. And this is saying that this could create some kind of break. There could be distance. They could be traveling for work. I don't know, whatever. And then you got give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. This might be you. You might be pissed. Like I said, when you're in that kind of chariot energy, right? Go, don't tell me what you heard. Tell me why they thought it was okay for you to hear that, or why you listened. Right? Like this loyalty card with the Page of Pentacles, no offense. It's a nice gesture, but it's a page. Let's see. We've got Whispers of Love. Whispers of Love. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just thought of Chris Brown's song, These Hoes Ain't Loyal. Anyways, Whispers of Love. But in the reverse. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Consider your foundation. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Actions speak loudly. Express your love through your actions. So this is you. You're pissed. You're pissed. I could feel it. I could feel the pissed. When it says consider your foundation, saying, are you trying to get love with guarantees? You got the new moon here too. How committed are you? This is somebody who's willing to throw this away because loyalty is very important. And again, the person in chariot energy doesn't have time to convince you or the other person, cross-watcher, whatever. It's just, it is a very sensitive, delicate thing that can break apart and be ruined before it can even get there, okay? Because if the right, causes and conditions aren't there for this to bloom into something stable, and this person is in full devil energy to fuck things up. Oh, Lord. Okay. Who do I want to give here? I really don't even want to dignify this reading with any deep cards. Let's get a crystal. Spirit guides, thank you. Rhodonite, find a way to forgive. No. Apophyllite, stay positive. Sure. Sunstone, take pleasure in the things you do. Jade, be the bigger person. No. I'm sorry. Up to you. Rhodonite is when people close to you disappoint you, backstab you, hurt you. So rhodonite and rhodochrosite, more potently rhodonite, is when people close to you, like that you trust, hurt you. And I think that the hurt here is from, not from the toxic ex, but from this new person who tried to act like, oh, they just figured it all out. Like now that they know, like the sun is out, like they understand everything. They can see clearly. It's like, right. Anyways, let's see, what else do we have? Let's pick a no, Kitsune Oracle wants to play, so let's do that. This is the Foxfire Kitsune Oracle deck by Lucy Cavendish. I love the energy on this deck too. Spirit guides, can we get a message for Thursday, August 8th? Is there a message for Thursday, August 8th? The creation of light. Look at her. Look at her. She's as pure as a lotus. Be still a while. Be still a while is talking about in the midst of the storm, in the midst of drama, when things are going, where people are trying to provoke and get a reaction, is saying, don't even make a move. Chill. Let them have their spaz fit. And then, go on with your life. Rituals and offerings. This, it was face down. This is separate. This is spiritual. It's saying that your ancestors, it's a very spiritual card. So it's saying your ancestors, unbury them kind of thing. Your spirit guides, your deities that you pray to. This is all about making a sacred altar or offerings to them to show thanks or to strengthen the connection. I'm not going to read all of it, especially for protection and for all the help that they give you. All right, so let's read the creation of light. Oh, wait, and on the bottom we had, like I said, be still a while, but I'm not going to read that one again. So let's start with the creation of light 19. Just opened right there. To be a light worker, why do I feel like this is going to be a lecture? Okay. Is to be the person through whom the lightness of being, an elevated, tender, kind, and loving perspective can come through to the world, in part because of us. All work and energy that carries a significant measure of grace is calming, gentling, and soothing to so much of the world's suffering and harshness. And within the realms of the Kitsune are beings who tend the flowers that offers us light. For not only does this lotus open to offer perfume and beauty and fertility, did you hear that? I told you it's about fertility, about the children. It was some kind of revenge lie about fertility. So here we go. And within the realms of the Kitsune are beings who tend the flowers that offer us light. Not only does this lotus open to offer perfume and beauty and fertility, but its very presence offers light, a ray of light that can change the energy field with which it interacts. So when this card comes to you, you are currently being offered the grace of pure light, the ray of unconditional self-love, the vibration of compassion for the self and of self-awareness without harsh judgments. You are available for your own soul, and you are tending the garden of the inner self. And within that garden, the lotus of peace and of the sacred is blooming. And as its petals open, you are showered with inner light. Enjoy the surrender to the beauty of your own self-love, and know that you are in turn bringing this light to others. As it radiates out into the world from the deep and holy garden which flowers within, you will now care for yourself, you will create beauty, and you will bring grace to the world around you. And isn't that the best card ever? I'm sorry, I have to take it back to the toxic energy just for a second. It gave me the nudge, okay? I got this in my head, the nudge to speak on this. It was saying something about when you have somebody who's been through trauma, or and everybody has, but they have had a toxic kind of blooming with this trauma where they want to punish the world, okay? Especially if they feel that they've been whatever, like if they're in a bad mood, whatever. They purposely go strategically to whatever you are most proud of, whatever you are the best at, and they will try to reverse it and bring it to the opposite. It's like they're a master at being the most malignant, toxic person to attack that which is the most precious and special to you, right? And they, like, that saying, it's like a weak person's imitation of strength. This is a very weak person, very damaged, very weak. Okay. Rituals and offerings I'm not going to go into because I already thought, let me just see though. 29. I'll give you a brief summary. Some people go through things and they end up blooming into like someone who's very kind, compassionate, patient, and they want the world to be a better place. Other people are super weak and they'll like want to spread that shit everywhere. It's weakness or is a lack of intelligence, perhaps. Okay. And this is all about... There's a time to work alone, time to join and raise powers with others. Oh, I'll read it. The love readings are always at the beginning, and when it gets spiritual, it's always at the end. So you guys don't have to watch that far, but this is my fun time. So there is a time to work alone and a time to join and raise power with others. This is that time, dear one. It is time to make a pilgrimage with like-minded others to a sacred place with a goal. This place could be near or far, but it must be to a place which holds the enchantments of the in-between. You must step beyond the everyday and become a part of the powers of the other world for a time, in order to bring more of that magic through to the everyday world in which you reside. When you do this, be it alone or with others, you will be returning the light to the world, reminding others of the power of hope and restoring a sense of the sacred to your own self. It is time to bring the light back to the world and to offer it up for others to make use of, however they wish. It is time for you to undertake this pilgrimage and to step away from the structure of the everyday, from all the things that seem to define us, and become what divines us, what makes us closer again to our true spirit. Light a candle, go to a temple, visit a grove, a sacred pool, a quiet place where the divine whispers through the trees, and with grace, humility, and awareness, make your offering to the great spirits all about us. When you do this, the borders and the barriers between the world of magic and the ordinary world will thin until they vanish, and in one beautiful expanse of time, all will be one, all will be beautiful, and all will be as it truly is, once again. Let there be listening and reverence and quietness in your footsteps. Let your sense of self fall away and let the other world speak to you, so that you become one again, part of the light of the world, and ease the suffering of all of those who have fallen into the traps of lost hope, denial of spirit, and forgotten wisdom. Bring it back, bright soul, with the simple ritual you now will make, and when you do this, the kitsune will be with you, invisible as air, as present as the scent of flowers, as real as the blessed earth herself. Being spiritual also helps your love life. I'm just saying, like, it helps you to be happy single. It helps you with your self-love. It helps you to enjoy every single day, every moment. And when you finally find somebody, you're going to find somebody at such a high vibration that it guarantees peace, love, and happiness. And if you don't find that with somebody else yet, you have it within yourself. Be still a while. 12. Let's see. I'm just going to... For now, dear seeker, even while you are on this adventure, the kitsune ask you to consider that it is time to be still a while. You have traveled far and experienced a great deal. Now, these wise foxes say it is time to rest and recuperate and be still, still as the earth beneath the snow, quiet as the seed beneath the soil, and allow the energy about you to be rewoven and reweaved, and the energy within you to be restored and received. This is a time to pause and to breathe and to take deep space and time for yourself. In a world that encourages an endless doingness, this time of nothingness will seem difficult and strange at times, even frustrating. Yet there is a purpose, and there is so much that needs to be done in the stillness. Nature is not always in the process of growth. She moves and dances in a cycle of seasons, and the season for you now is winter. A season to be soft and quiet as snow, to rest as the trees do, and to prepare silently with patience for the gateways and the tests that lie ahead. You will move forward again, but for now, dear one, rest a while in this space with the kitsune of Inari, and know you will be all the better for this time of graceful, soft, and peaceful pause. Now, again, this pause that they're speaking of is just Thursdays today. You're in the chariot mode. It's progress, forward movement, big things happening. It's happening. But it's saying in regards to this situation, chill out. It'll all be sorted. Let me pull thing. I'm going to pull a love oracle card, last card. This card, okay, just to get a message from spirit. Spirit guides. Can we get a card for this person and the person that the devil is trying to block? What is the message for this person and the person that the devil's trying to block? That they tried to, oh my God. Let's try that again. The Swan, God Speaks, Legacy of Light, Intimacy. That's too much. All right. What is the card for this person and the person that the devil's trying to block? What message is there, please? You know what it reminds me of? That when it says immaturity, this is the second time it came to mind. You know that Star Trek episode, the old Star Trek with William Shatner? And there's this episode where he's like with a younger guy who's got a lot of powers, and he's just super inexperienced and fearful, and doesn't know how, has no wisdom. So is making these enormous choices, like of trying to make people disappear and stuff based off of like the most pathetic whims of somebody. It's worse than a child. It's like a traumatized child, right? Is making these with too much like power to cause trouble, right? And using that power for just like destructive. And here's the thing, if that cross watcher is watching, you have the choice and you have the ability to use your energy to make your life better, to bring positive change, to make better choices. But if you keep on making bad choices and trying to cause more and more trouble for other people who are trying to live their best life, and to the point where you lie and you malign and you cause so much trouble, then you deserve every fucking thing you get. There's no point crying and being sad. Then you deserve it. You are literally making the karma for your own suffering. If you're worried about your future, worried about the end, this is it. You're looking at your future. You're making it. I would suggest packing all that shit up and stopping right now. Hidden Beauty 45. So this is the card between you and your person that the devil is trying to block. 45. You are glimpsing beauty, and yet there is more to be revealed. There is more than what you are currently seeing. To attempt to force the vision would prevent you from seeing what is being revealed. Be patient and look more closely. Soften your heart and ask to be shown the beauty in the situation that is being shown to you. Wait, let the vision come alive, and you shall witness what was once hidden. This oracle brings you a suggestion from divine guidance. You may think you see the whole picture, but if you look deeper, you shall see something that brings you much joy, hope, and reassurance. There is a more beautiful perspective here that affirms and nourishes you and all involved in the situations of your life that are puzzling you at present. Take heed and relax. All is as it is meant to be, and soon you too will be able to see. Absolutely. You're not going to stop shit. Not for this person, whether it's this person that they is a time in their window of life that they get together with, or if it's somebody else, you're not going to stop shit. Here's the poem. When I close my eyes at night, I see your face, your lips, the brush of your hair, across your brow, the down of your skin, soft against my touch. My love grows in the solitude, listening for the morning light and you. I don't know even who that's for anymore, but anyways, that's the reading. And let's get one spirit card. 40 minutes, who cares? I'm in a bad mood again. Now I've been put in a bad mood. I hate it when they make me grumpy. But then Spirit just said with Hidden Beauty, don't even sweat it. Saraswati, look at Saraswati. This is medicine. Spirit guides, can we get one last message? This is the Yogic Path Oracle cards by Sahara Rose. Can you get one last card, please? One last card. Can you get one last card for Thursday, August 8th? Let's just put this fucker away. Okay, bye-bye. Can we get one last card? One last card for Thursday, August 8th. Spirit guides, there one last message, please? Spiritual guidance for today, Thursday, August 8th. Do 3 shuffles. 1. There we go. Nice. Shiva. Shiva is one of the 3 main Hindu gods. And he is the god of destruction. Endings and beginnings, right? He's the god of destruction, Shiva. On the bottom, we've got Vishuddha. Let's put that here, Vishuddha. Let's read Shiva. That's not it. What am I doing? $123. God of destruction and rebirth. Upright, you are truly on a yogic path. Shiva is referred to as Adiyogi, the first yogi ever. He attained enlightenment and abandoned himself in an ecstatic dance atop the Himalayas. When his ecstasy went beyond movement, he became utterly still. There's something about stillness here. People could not understand his switch between ecstatic movement and stillness and thought him mad. However, 7 students wanted to learn how he was moving past physical limitations. This is how he began teaching yoga. Shiva planted the seed of yoga into the human mind. Pulling Shiva represents moving past limitations from your society, body, mind, or ego. It represents doing the inner work to evolve. It is also a call to service to teach others your wisdom so they too can become liberated. And then the reverse says, when you change your ways and adopt habits, hobbies, and lifestyle choices that are unfamiliar to those around you, they will call you mad. However, you are opening up the door for a new way of being. Do not let words of others hold you down. Rather, use them as a reminder that you are on the right path, shifting consciousness. When Shiva began practicing sadhana, people could not understand his ways, yet they created the basis of what we know as yoga. Never doubt your significance and the way your authenticity can impact others. So Shiva is somebody who literally is always in meditation and doesn't care about his appearance, even though he's freaking gorgeous. Like his consort Parvati went nuts trying to get him, right? Like she went and did the yoga, standing on one leg in a river stream, whatever, like apparently, allegedly through seasons, okay, and whatever number of years. until she ascended to a level, her vibration rose to where she could match, or Shiva would be able to get with her, where Shiva took interest. Otherwise, he had no interest in getting with anybody. He wanted to be left alone. He's like the ultimate hermit. Okay, not even, you can't even say hermit, because he's death and rebirth, right? Just like the ending, destruction, god of destruction and rebirth. So Shiva is somebody who often would get talked about, even in the Hindu mythology stories, where he's a recluse, he doesn't take care of himself, he's covered in ash, he's like smoking weed or whatever it is that he smokes, and he's hanging around a rough bunch of people, and they're always saying that he's mad or doing this, because he doesn't do what everybody else is doing, and he doesn't care about appearances, and like Parvati would have to ask him or beg him to clean up his appearance and try, and when he did, he freaking burned eyes with how beautiful he is. He doesn't care because he's very spiritual energy. But again, it speaks to people talking shit, right? He went from dancing, ecstatic dance, and then utterly still. The people could not understand his switch between ecstatic movement and stillness and thought him mad. This is a spiritual thing, right? It's like if you're somebody, it's giving the energy of somebody who you were a super player, you used to go out, you used to party, you used to be social. And then somewhere along the line, you travel or whatever, let's say, and then you get very spiritual, you start doing retreats or pilgrimages or things, and then you're not so interested in those things anymore. Not that you're not at all, but like you're interested in new things. You have new things that are interesting you, and people don't understand that, right? That switch, that evolution, that growth. And then they're making up all kinds of like rumors and stuff or lies. It says when you change your ways and adopt habits, hobbies, and lifestyle choices that are unfamiliar to those around you, they'll call you mad. However, you're opening up the door for a new way of being. So, as a prayer mantra is Om Namaha Shivaya. But here, it's just saying you live outside the box. Vishuddha. You're like a, easy target to, and remember I was talking about somebody who's super independent where nothing hurts them. So you have to literally make up lies and gaslight to try to get a reaction, to provoke a reaction out of this person because they're so independent. Like they're good on their own. Shiva's that person too. Most of the gods are too. Vishnu was too. But Shiva is here saying, it's saying this is somebody like, unless you are like, standing on one leg in a river praying to be with me, like I'm good. Like I won't go out of my way. Vishuddha, 57. Throat chakra, upright. So this is saying speak up, I guess. You came to this world to speak and express. You are doing so beautifully. Now is the time to let your unique vibration shine. Speak your truth, write your message, sing your soul's language, express your innate art. This is a wonderful time to begin any communication-related project, such as a book, podcast, or business, or to take your existing project to the next level. The throat chakra reminds us to speak our truth, so continue to share what's on your mind with your closest relationships. Remember that it is just as essential to listen as it is to speak, and great communication skill comes in mastering both. Listen to those around you to deepen relationships, and listen to those who inspire you to deepen wisdom. Know that most communication is not in the words spoken, but rather in their expression. This is the time for you to craft your own. Reverse. Is there something you know you need to say, but you can't muster up the courage to say it? Have you been waiting to get to a specific point to begin sharing your truth, but every day that moment feels further and further away? Let me tell you something. That moment is now. It is time for you to begin expressing the divinity that exists inside of your soul through the gifts the universe has blessed you with. Whether it's through words, movement, food, art, or music, it's time to express yourself and let your truth echo. Finally, I will say, This person who's trying to, spread these lies about your fertility or that you're mad or whatever, all these like weird things, or that, you are a bad person. This is their energy. They're the demon. They're the bad energy. They're the possessed one. This is their shit, not yours. Okay, so we're going to just put that back in there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's see what else. What did I get here? Queen of Swords, Independence. Later.